Hi everyone, this is The Unseen. Today's topic concerns the matter of men seeking out sex with women and their general preoccupations with getting laid. Throughout my lifetime, I have noticed several occasions where the topic of conversation among guys is dominated by females. These may be guys that I know or do not know. However, the conversations usually go something like, "Hey, did you see what's her name the other day?" Or, "So, are you seeing anyone these days?" Or, "So, what's been going on with you and the ladies?" I would guess that most of you guys listening are familiar with this as well, as it seems so commonplace. Those questions suggest that there should be something going on with the ladies, or that you should have been paying attention to some female the other day. While you may conclude that these questions are merely harmless, the frequency at which they are said begins to suggest a common behavioral pattern among some guys, that pattern being pay attention and seek out women all the time at nearly any cost. It's as if some guys think that you have nothing better to do with your time than to be either a spectator of females or an active player in the dating market. In fact, just the other day, while I was having lunch with a couple of guys, one guy made a comment mocking all of the guys he knew back in high school who would say things to him like, "Is the only thing that you have to talk about are girls?" Apparently, he was of the mindset that these guys were somehow inferior because they had several other topics of interest to discuss that did not involve girls or trying to hook up with them. This struck me as kind of odd that he admitted this, as I have had prior conversations with him on multiple occasions about matters that do not involve girls at all, such as finances and real estate. It's not that talking about girls at all is a negative thing, but certainly if you are an adult and have nothing else to talk about, then I would find that alarming. It seems that as a man, any deviation from locking your thoughts and actions solely on women is looked at strangely. Guys may think that you are lame or have no game. Women may reach the same conclusion, or also believe that something must be wrong with you. The guys will reach their conclusion due to the trained response and belief that a man must always be focused on women, as they are not of a red pill or MGTOW mindset. And the women will reach theirs because their life goals usually require men to be preoccupied with them in the first place. It's in their best interest, and that's how they usually get them to begin with. I've noticed that this behavior at times leads to guys actually peer pressuring or coercing their male friends to seek out women all the time, such as at clubs, social events, etc., even when the situation doesn't make sense or the odds are clearly not in favor of the male. For example, nightclubs are undoubtedly catered to women. They are either let in free or at a significant discount. The same goes for the drinks inside. And even if it doesn't go for the drinks inside, given men's typical behavior, men will end up purchasing the drinks for them anyways. How could these clubs possibly profit by letting in so many women for cheap? Because they are making money off of the men. Men are paying for access essentially to women that they don't actually have access to. Wow, what an idea. At least a guy would get slightly more bang for the buck with a few private shows at a strip club, although this environment is, in my opinion, still ultimately non-beneficial to men. Men would be even better off just hiring an escort. At least there would be a guarantee of access, and these women would be more interested in delivering a great performance as they have a vested interest in generating repeat clients. Now, this isn't meant to be a tirade against nightclubs or anything. If you like these environments, then that's your choice and you can do whatever you like, but it is important to see things for what they are. A result of this preoccupation with sex talk is that any advice or suggestions are rarely given for anything else that is of higher value to men. This can include starting a business, picking up a useful skill or trade, personal finance, self-improvement, or just getting their shit together in general. In some circles, the topic of females precedes all of the things I just mentioned, a sort of pedalization, but yet, if you were to ask these men, they would deny this in an effort to appear to be someone who is not controlled by this. Think about this one yourself. Do the guys that you associate with or run into frequently discuss matters of business, self-improvement, and the future? Or do most conversations revolve around females and who got laid or is getting laid and so on and so forth? I suspect that younger men may be more likely to be affected by this behavior as their hormones are raging and they are always within a school environment that reminds them of the affections of women on a regular basis. Not to mention that at this point, most young men have yet to really accomplish anything significant in life anyways. So based on this, why not focus on and talk about females on a regular basis? Now, I'm not saying that the mere discussion of females is bad or wrong, once again. However, as a guy ages and matures, he should be cautious in accepting suggestions or influences from other people that indicate that he should place women ahead of his own goals. If a guy does not grow out of the behavior previously described, he will tend to lead towards this very danger, since he essentially is already mentally preoccupying his thoughts with women rather than other goals and accomplishments that, honestly, most likely will stand the test of time far longer than any female he's focused on. Well, that's it for this segment. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel so that you may receive updates for new videos that I release. Please let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts are on this topic, and if you have experienced situations where the topic of female interaction is held up high over anything else a man could do with his time. Until next time.